Have you ever paused to consider how your everyday hygiene habits might influence your overall health, especially as you grow older? For many of us, these routines feel automatic. After all, brushing your teeth, taking a shower, or washing your hands are things you've done for decades without much thought. But as we age, our bodies change in ways that make these habits more important and sometimes more complicated. Let's meet Irene. Irene is a vibrant 72-year-old who has always prided herself on her cleanliness. She showers daily, trims her nails regularly, and wears freshly laundered clothes. Irene felt she had everything under control. But she recently began noticing something troubling. Her skin was constantly dry and itchy, and no amount of lotion seemed to help. Frustrated, Irene decided to visit her dermatologist. The doctor explained that as we age, our skin becomes thinner and more sensitive. The soap Irene had been using for decades, though effective at cleaning, was too harsh for her aging skin. She was advised to switch to a gentler cleanser and use a moisturizer right after showering. This small adjustment transformed Irene's comfort and confidence in her routine. Irene's story is a perfect example of how personal hygiene affects more than just how we look or smell. It's a cornerstone of our health. Good hygiene helps prevent infections, keeps our skin and body functioning well, and ensures we feel our best. But here's the thing, many of us unknowingly make mistakes in our hygiene routines, often due to habits formed years ago. These mistakes, while seemingly minor, can have a significant impact on our health over time. In this video, we'll explore 6 common senior hygiene mistakes that could be affecting your health. Each one might surprise you, and the 4th mistake in particular is something that even doctors find shocking. Together, we'll unpack what these mistakes are, why they matter, and how you can adjust your routine to better care for your body as it changes with age. Let's dive into the first mistake, one that may seem simple but has far-reaching consequences. When it comes to personal hygiene, we often think about washing our bodies, keeping our hair clean, and wearing fresh clothes. But how often do we stop to consider the health of our mouths? Oral hygiene is one of the most overlooked aspects of self-care, especially as we age. Yet it's one of the most important. Take Paul, for example. Paul is 68, and while he brushes his teeth every morning and evening, he hasn't been to the dentist in over 3 years. He always figured his brushing routine was enough, but he began experiencing bleeding gums and occasional bad breath. It wasn't until his daughter insisted on a dental checkup that Paul learned he had the early stages of gum disease. This isn't uncommon. As we age, our teeth and gums require extra care. The enamel on our teeth wears down, gums recede, and our mouths produce less saliva. Saliva is a natural defense against bacteria, so when production decreases, the risk of cavities and infections increases. Without proper care, these issues can escalate into more serious problems, like tooth loss or infections that can impact overall health. For older adults, oral health isn't just about preventing cavities. It's also closely linked to other aspects of well-being. Studies have shown that poor oral hygiene can contribute to serious health conditions like heart disease, diabetes, and respiratory infections. So what can you do to avoid this mistake? First, make brushing and flossing a non-negotiable part of your daily routine. Use a soft bristled toothbrush and fluoride toothpaste to protect your teeth and gums. Second, don't skip dental visits. Regular checkups are crucial for catching issues early. If you wear dentures, ensure they're cleaned daily and fit well to avoid irritation. Lastly, pay attention to any changes in your mouth, like bleeding gums, persistent bad breath, or sensitivity. These are signals from your body that something may need attention. Paul's story has a happy ending. With the help of his dentist, he treated his gum disease and improved his oral care routine. Now he feels more confident and, most importantly, healthier. Oral hygiene is one of the simplest ways to protect your health as you age, yet it's easy to neglect. Now, let's move on to the next common hygiene mistake, which involves a part of the body many of us forget to care for. Oral hygiene is something most of us think we've mastered. After all, we've been brushing our teeth since we were kids. But as we get older, maintaining oral health becomes more than just keeping your smile bright. It becomes an essential part of your overall health. Many older adults unknowingly make small mistakes in their routine that can lead to significant health issues. Take Paul, for example. At 68 years old, Paul considered himself diligent when it came to his oral hygiene. He brushed his teeth twice a day, just as he'd always done, and occasionally used mouthwash. But Paul hadn't been to the dentist in several years, thinking, if nothing hurts, nothing's wrong. It wasn't until Paul began noticing subtle issues. His gums bled a little when he brushed, and his breath wasn't as fresh as it used to be, that he realized he might need to take action. His daughter encouraged him to see a dentist, who confirmed that Paul was in the early stages of gum disease, a condition that can lead to serious complications if left untreated. Paul was surprised. I've been brushing my teeth all my life. How could this happen? The dentist explained that while brushing is important, it's not enough. As we age, changes occur in our mouths that make oral hygiene more challenging. Saliva production decreases, and this natural cleanser that helps wash away bacteria diminishes, leaving the mouth more vulnerable to infections. Additionally, gums can recede with age, exposing the roots of teeth, which are more prone to decay. The connection between oral health and overall health is well documented. Research shows that poor oral hygiene can increase the risk of serious conditions such as heart disease, diabetes, and pneumonia. A small dental issue, like untreated gum disease, can even lead to systemic inflammation throughout the body, impacting how you feel every day. So, how can you avoid this common mistake? Brush the right way. Use a soft, bristled toothbrush and fluoride toothpaste. Brush for 2 full minutes twice a day, making sure to reach every surface of your teeth. Floss daily. Many seniors skip flossing because it feels tedious or difficult, but this step is crucial. Flossing removes debris and bacteria from places your toothbrush can't reach, especially between teeth and along the gum line. Stay hydrated. Dry mouth is common in older adults, especially if you're taking certain medications. Drinking plenty of water and chewing sugar-free gum can help stimulate saliva production. Regular dental checkups. Even if you think your teeth are fine, a dentist can spot problems before they escalate. They can also help with specific concerns like dentures or implants to ensure they fit comfortably and function well. Be observant. Pay attention to changes in your mouth. Persistent bad breath, sensitivity, or bleeding gums are signs that something may need attention. Paul's story didn't end with gum disease. By addressing the issue early and following his dentist's advice, he not only saved his teeth, but also improved his overall well-being. He now makes dental checkups a priority and feels confident knowing he's doing everything he can to protect his health. Oral hygiene may seem like a small piece of the puzzle, but it has an outsized impact on how you feel and function each day. Let's move on to the next hygiene mistake, one that affects a part of the body you might not even think about in your daily routine. Our feet are the unsung heroes of our daily lives, carrying us through years of walking, standing, and running around. Yet they often receive the least attention in our personal care routines. As we age, foot health becomes especially important because issues that may seem minor, like dry skin or overgrown nails, can quickly escalate into painful or even dangerous conditions. Let's consider the story of Alice, a 74-year-old who always kept busy tending to her garden. She loved spending time outdoors, but over the past year, she began experiencing discomfort in her feet. At first, it was just a bit of dryness and cracking around her heels. She ignored it, thinking it was nothing a pair of socks couldn't hide. However, over time, those cracks deepened and became painful. When Alice finally visited her podiatrist, she was shocked to learn that the small cracks had developed into fissures, which left her skin vulnerable to infection. The podiatrist explained that as we age, the skin on our feet loses moisture and becomes thinner, making it more prone to dryness and injuries. On top of that, reduced circulation, common among older adults, can slow down healing, turning what seems like a minor issue into something more serious. Foot health is more than just a comfort issue. For seniors, neglecting foot care can lead to complications like fungal infections, ingrown toenails, corns, and even mobility problems. In severe cases, untreated foot issues can result in infections that impact your overall health or limit your ability to stay active. So what can you do to keep your feet healthy and happy? Here are some tips. Inspect your feet daily. Take a few moments each day to look at your feet, check for cuts, cracks, redness, or swelling. If you notice anything unusual, don't wait. Address it promptly. Moisturize regularly. Apply a rich, fragrance-free lotion to your feet daily, but avoid putting it between your toes, as excess moisture in those areas can encourage fungal growth. Keep nails trimmed. Trim your toenails straight across to avoid ingrown nails. If you have trouble reaching your feet, consider seeing a podiatrist for regular nail care. Choose proper footwear. Shoes should provide good support, fit well, and allow your feet to breathe. Avoid wearing tight or ill-fitting shoes, which can cause corns, blisters, and other painful issues. Stay active. Gentle exercises like walking or stretching can improve circulation to your feet, which helps keep them healthy and strong. Alice took her podiatrist's advice seriously and made foot care part of her daily routine. She now keeps her feet moisturized, wears supportive footwear, and even treats herself to a professional pedicure every now and then. The difference was night and day. Not only did her feet feel better, but she also felt more confident and comfortable in her daily activities. Your feet are your foundation, and caring for them is an essential part of staying mobile and independent as you age. By taking small steps to prioritize their health, you can avoid discomfort and maintain your quality of life. Now, let's move on to the next hygiene mistake, one that involves something we all use daily but rarely give much thought to. Have you ever wondered how often you should be washing your towels and changing your bedding? For many of us, these items become part of the background of our daily lives, something we use without much thought. However, neglecting to clean them regularly can create an environment for bacteria, allergens, and even fungi to thrive, potentially impacting your health. Let's talk about Janet, a 70-year-old retiree who loved spending her mornings lounging in bed with a cup of tea and her favorite mystery novel. Janet considered herself neat and tidy, but with so many other chores to handle, she often left her sheets unchanged for weeks at a time. Similarly, her bath towels were used repeatedly before being tossed in the wash. Over time, Janet began experiencing minor skin irritations and an increase in her allergy symptoms, particularly a stuffy nose and itchy eyes. After visiting her doctor, she was surprised to learn that her bedding and towels could be contributing to her discomfort. The doctor explained that over time, dead skin cells, sweat, and natural oils accumulate on these fabrics, creating a breeding ground for dust mites and bacteria. For older adults, this can be especially problematic. As we age, our skin becomes thinner and more prone to irritation, which means it's more sensitive to allergens and contaminants. Furthermore, compromised immune systems or conditions like asthma or eczema can make these issues even more pronounced. So, what's the right way to care for these everyday items? Here are some helpful guidelines. Towels. Bath towels should ideally be washed every 3 to 4 uses. After each use, hang them in a well-ventilated area to allow them to dry completely. Damp towels that are left crumpled can quickly develop mold and mildew. Bedding. Change your sheets and pillowcases at least once a week. For seniors with skin conditions or allergies, washing bedding more frequently in hot water can help eliminate irritants like dust mites and bacteria. Blankets and comforters. These don't need to be washed as often but should still be cleaned every 2 to 3 months or as needed. Consider using a duvet cover that can be easily removed and laundered. Laundry tips. Use fragrance-free detergents to avoid skin irritation and opt for a hot water setting to kill germs effectively. Once Janet began washing her towels more frequently and changing her bedding weekly, she noticed an immediate improvement. Her skin felt less irritated, her allergies became more manageable, and she slept better knowing her bed was a clean, cozy haven. This simple habit of maintaining clean towels and bedding can have a surprisingly big impact on your overall health and comfort. It's a small investment of time that pays off in better sleep, healthier skin, and fewer allergy symptoms. Next, we'll explore the fourth hygiene mistake, one that often goes unnoticed but has a surprising impact on your health. Have you ever considered how the products you use to clean and care for your skin might be affecting your health? For decades, we might stick with the same soap, lotion, or shampoo simply because it's familiar. But as our skin changes with age, so do its needs, and using the wrong products can lead to irritation, dryness, and even long-term damage. Let's meet Helen, an active 75-year-old who enjoyed her morning routine. She used the same bar soap she'd loved for years and a lightly scented lotion to keep her skin soft. However, over time, Helen noticed her skin becoming increasingly dry, flaky, and sensitive. Patches of redness appeared on her arms, and no amount of lotion seemed to help. Helen's doctor explained that her skin was no longer producing as much natural oil as it once did, a common change with aging. The soap she had always used, while effective at cleaning, was stripping her skin of its remaining moisture. Additionally, the fragrance in her lotion was causing mild irritation. What Helen thought was a harmless routine was actually working against her. Here's the surprising part. Many skincare and hygiene products marketed as gentle or moisturizing can contain harsh ingredients like sulfates, alcohols, or artificial fragrances. These can be particularly tough on older, more delicate skin. What worked wonderfully in our 30s or 40s might now be too aggressive, exacerbating dryness and sensitivity. So, what should you look for when choosing products? Here's a guide to help you make skin-friendly choices. Switch to gentle cleansers. Look for soap-free or pH-balanced cleansers specifically designed for sensitive or aging skin. Ingredients like glycerin, aloe vera, or oatmeal are great for locking in moisture while keeping your skin clean. Avoid harsh fragrances. Fragrance soaps and lotions can irritate the skin, especially over time. Opt for fragrance-free products labeled as hypoallergenic. Moisturize immediately after showering. Use a thick, fragrance-free moisturizer right after bathing to lock in hydration. Look for creams containing ceramides, hyaluronic acid, or shea butter for deep nourishment. Mind your hands and feet. Hands and feet tend to dry out faster than other areas of the body. Use hand cream after washing your hands and a rich foot cream at night to keep them soft and hydrated. Batch test new products. Before trying a new product, test it on a small patch of skin to ensure it doesn't cause irritation or an allergic reaction. Once Helen replaced her old soap with a gentle, pH-balanced cleanser and switched to a fragrance-free moisturizer, her skin improved dramatically. The redness faded, the dryness subsided, and she felt comfortable and confident in her skin again. Your skin is your body's largest organ, and caring for it is about more than just appearances. It's about protecting your health and well-being. By choosing products that respect the changes in your skin, you can avoid irritation, maintain comfort, and keep your skin glowing at any age. Let's move on to the fifth hygiene mistake, which involves an often overlooked part of personal care that can impact your overall health more than you might think. If you wear hearing aids or glasses, they're likely a lifeline to the world around you. They help you hear conversations, read your favorite books, and enjoy the sights and sounds of daily life. But how often do you clean these essential items? Many of us forget to include hearing aids and eyewear in our hygiene routines, and this oversight can lead to discomfort, infections, and even damage to these expensive tools. Let's take the example of George, a 78-year-old who recently began using hearing aids. George was thrilled with how they improved his ability to connect with his family and friends, but he rarely cleaned them. Over time, he noticed itching and mild irritation in his ears. At first, he chalked it up to adjusting to the hearing aids, but the problem persisted. A visit to his audiologist revealed that George's hearing aids had accumulated wax and debris, creating a perfect environment for bacteria to grow. This not only caused his ear irritation, but also reduced the effectiveness of the devices. Similarly, his glasses, which he cleaned with his shirt instead of a proper cloth, had developed scratches and smudges that impaired his vision. Both hearing aids and glasses are close to sensitive areas of the body, your ears and eyes, making cleanliness crucial. Here's what you can do to ensure these items stay in top condition. Cleaning hearing aids. Daily maintenance. Use a soft, dry cloth to wipe down your hearing aids every day. Remove any visible wax or debris from the earpiece and microphone openings. Avoid water. Hearing aids are delicate electronic devices and can be damaged by water or cleaning solutions. Instead, use tools designed specifically for hearing aid maintenance, like a cleaning brush or wax loop. Store safely. When not in use, store your hearing aids in a dry, protective case to keep them safe from moisture and dust. If your hearing aids are rechargeable, make sure they're properly docked. Regular checkups. Schedule periodic visits to your audiologist to have your devices professionally cleaned and checked for performance. Cleaning glasses and eyewear. Rinse. First, before wiping your glasses, rinse them with lukewarm water to remove dust and debris that could scratch the lenses. Use proper cleaning solutions. Avoid household cleaners or soaps as they can damage lens coatings. Instead, use a lens cleaner designed for glasses. Microfiber cloths only. Always use a microfiber cloth to dry and polish your lenses. Regular fabric, like a shirt sleeve, can cause scratches. Inspect frames. Check your frames regularly for loose screws or bending. If something feels off, take them to an optician for adjustment. George's story has a happy ending. After learning how to care for his hearing aids and glasses properly, the irritation in his ears disappeared, and his glasses were clearer than ever. He felt a renewed sense of independence, knowing he was taking good care of the tools that connected him to the world. Neglecting hearing aids and eyewear might seem like a small mistake, but it can have a big impact on your comfort, health, and quality of life. Taking a few minutes each day to care for these items ensures they function well and continue to support you. Now let's move on to the final mistake, one that affects not only your body, but also your mind and spirit. When we talk about hygiene, it's easy to focus on physical aspects: bathing, brushing teeth, keeping our surroundings clean. But there's an often overlooked aspect of personal care that plays a huge role in your overall health: mental and emotional hygiene. Just as you clean your body, your mind and spirit also need regular attention to stay healthy. Consider the story of Irene, a 68-year-old woman who has always been independent and active. Lately, she found herself withdrawing from her social circles, not because she wanted to, but because she felt overwhelmed. She stopped attending family gatherings, avoided phone calls, and spent hours alone with her thoughts. At first, Irene attributed it to aging, just the natural decline that comes with getting older. But when Irene started feeling more anxious and less motivated, she realized something was wrong. A conversation with her doctor revealed that Irene's mental and emotional health was being neglected. The isolation, combined with untreated stress and mild depression, was taking a toll on her well-being. Just as you'd seek help for physical ailments, taking care of your mental and emotional state is just as crucial. Here's how you can improve your emotional and mental hygiene. Stay connected. Social interaction is vital. Whether it's a phone call with a loved one or joining a community group, staying connected can help keep your spirits high. Engage in activities you enjoy. Remember the hobbies and activities that bring you joy, whether it's painting, gardening, reading, or dancing. Staying engaged in what you love can uplift your mood. Practice mindfulness. Simple mindfulness exercises, such as deep breathing or meditation, can help reduce stress and improve mental clarity. Even taking a few minutes each day to focus on your breathing can make a big difference. Ask for support. Don't be afraid to ask for help if you're feeling down. A trusted friend, family member, or counselor can offer valuable support and perspective. Limit negative influences. Try to limit exposure to stressful or negative media. Instead, focus on uplifting content, whether it's a heartwarming show, a positive podcast, or a nature walk outside. Irene took the first step by seeking help, engaging with her family, and exploring new activities. Slowly but surely, her mental and emotional health began to improve. She felt more connected to those around her and, most importantly, rediscovered the joy in her daily life. By giving your mind the same care and attention you give your body, you'll find a better balance in life and improve your overall well-being. It's essential to remember that mental hygiene is just as important as physical hygiene in living a healthy, fulfilling life. As we wrap up, I hope this video has helped you reflect on some of the small but impactful changes you can make in your daily hygiene routine. Whether it's taking better care of your feet, choosing gentler skincare products, or giving your mental health the attention it deserves, these habits will support you as you age gracefully and confidently. If you found this video helpful, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe. Your feedback is so important to us, and we'd love to hear about any tips or personal experiences you have with senior wellness and hygiene. Plus, subscribing ensures you won't miss any of our upcoming videos on the Elder Voice, packed with more insights and advice to help you live your best life. Take care of yourself inside and out, and remember, never alone on this journey. We'll see you in the next video.